Following on our video from prior to Christmas, today I'm going to touch on some of the key ongoing issues surrounding the financing of municipal capital projects in 2021, what you need to be aware of, and what you can do to help keep the industry strong and vibrant headed into the spring construction season. While all municipalities are feeling the growing financial impact of COVID-19, the problem is especially acute in large municipalities with transit systems that remain operational but are experiencing significant ridership decline as millions of people are working remotely. These sunk costs, added to the spiraling COVID-related costs and the decline in municipal revenues due to economic and mobility restrictions, are creating a near-perfect financial storm for the large urban centers in the province. As has been the historic practice during these types of times, municipalities are reducing their spending where possible, and typically this hits capital infrastructure budgets the most. It's why you're seeing a scale back or slowdown in the number of projects tendered over the last 4 to 6 months. The federal and provincial governments can run operational deficits to make up for their revenue shortfalls, but municipalities don't have this luxury. According to Section 289 and 290 of the Municipal Act, municipalities are required to prepare and adopt a budget, including estimates of all sums required during the year, including amounts sufficient to pay all debts of the municipality falling due within that year. Their borrowing powers are typically limited to big, long-term projects like new transit lines. So day-to-day items like payroll for municipal staff, road maintenance, wastewater management, they all have to be paid in full every year. It's the reason why you see fluctuations in your property taxes, so that cities can clear the taps. And right now, municipalities are drafting their 2021 budgets, typically which occur in February. They're trying to find ways to balance, but each municipality is dealing with big, gaping revenue holes with no way to really make up for these costs without significant property tax increases, which people obviously have no appetite for. So many are rating their planned capital budgets to cushion the blow. The municipal infrastructure sector is really feeling this impact, as hundreds of construction workers have already been laid off with the potential for many, many more. In 2020, the federal and provincial governments partnered on the Safe Restart Agreement. This agreement provided municipalities with the necessary financial assistance to help them address their budgetary shortfalls. But the moment the calendar rolled over into 2021, the problem became new again. As an example, the City of Toronto is currently estimating anywhere between a $650 and $800 million hole in their 2021 budget, and it will pull capital funding to recover this money in the absence of a Safe Restart Agreement 2.0. That's why we're working with our partners at RCCAO to urge the federal and provincial governments to develop and execute a new Safe Restart Agreement for this year. It's really important to note here that what we're looking for isn't an infrastructure stimulus fund similar to 2008-2009. This is merely funding to make municipalities whole, to ensure that projects that have long been planned for in municipal asset management plans can actually go forward. These are for core infrastructure projects: sewers, water mains, stormwater infrastructure, roads, bridges, and the like. Typical projects to keep traffic and water flowing, to prevent flooding, and to keep people moving. Establishing this agreement needs to take place early this year to ensure that capital projects are tendered in time for the 2021 construction season. Investing in infrastructure is one of the best ways to help Ontario recover from the impacts of COVID-19. In addition to the social benefits of infrastructure investment, each dollar spent has a positive impact on the economy. In the short term, by supporting jobs and businesses, leading to lower levels of unemployment and higher levels of economic growth, and in the long term, by boosting the competitiveness of businesses, thus leading to greater wealth creation and higher standards of living. Increased investment also spreads throughout the economy through a series of multiplier effects. For every $1 billion spent on infrastructure, GDP is boosted by an average of $1.46 billion. Infrastructure is an investment that makes sense right now. It's going to ensure that people can get back to work and that jobs aren't lost unnecessarily. So as we enter into these next critical months, we're urging you to get involved and encourage your local municipal officials to back a Safe Restart Agreement 2.0. It's important for the health of our industry in 2021. In the meantime, stay safe and healthy.